One thing I know for sure is that God corrects all of his children. And if he doesn't correct you, then you don't really belong to God. God corrects us for our own good because God wants us to be holy as he is. It is never fun to be corrected. In fact, at the time, it is always painful. But if we learn to obey by being corrected, we will do right and live at peace. Think about that today. Growth relies heavily on correction. That's just where growth relies. It relies heavily on correction. Did you experience correction growing up? Think about it when your parents corrected you, when they had to enforce consequences because of something that you may have done wrong, when they had to put discipline and structure in your life. It is the foundation of how we've learned to walk, talk, eat, bathe, read, write, and so much more. A parent who refrains from correcting their child is not showing love. At times, God stirs things in your life not only to refine you, but also to guide you back on track. Much like a caring parent, God desires for you to recognize when you're straying and how to return to the right path. His correction is a testament to your place in his family. Hebrews 12 and 8 and verses 10 through 11 says this: God corrects all of his children. And if he doesn't correct you, then you don't really belong to him. God corrects us for our own good because he wants us to be holy as he is. It is never fun to be corrected. In fact, at the time, it is always painful. But if we learn to obey by being corrected, we will do right and live at peace. Think about that. 2,500 years ago, the nation of Israel faced a significant challenge. They had to become deeply entrenched in idolatry, and God decided it was time to help them break free from that cycle. After being conquered by the Babylonians and taken to a foreign land for 70 years, they began to truly hear God's message. Israel never returned to their old ways of idolatry again. Why does God shake things up? Because he wants to help us become unshakable so that only unshakable things will remain. Change often comes when the discomfort of remaining in our current situation outweighs the anxiety of making a shift. There are times when we find ourselves brought low, perhaps even feeling defeated, before we truly seek guidance from a higher power. Many important lessons are learned through the process of overcoming mistakes or facing challenges. So, what a blessing when God steps in and corrects you. Mind you, don't despise the discipline of God. True, he wounds, but he also dresses the wound. The same hand that hurts you heals you. That's in Job. You will face challenges that help you distinguish between what is fleeting and what truly endures in your life. Trust that God's path and purpose for you are far greater. His guidance is a testament to his love for you. When you experience God's correction, take a moment to seek his wisdom on what lessons you need to embrace for your continued growth. Think about that today. God uses problems to correct you, to refine you, to make you better, to make you more like Christ. It's okay. Don't push against it, but allow God to correct you in whatever way that God needs to correct you. Think about that today and be blessed.